Good morning students. So today we will start up with image enhancement. So for image enhancing we will be using various types of filters. So one important filter that is used in image enhancement is so on completing of this topic you will be able to understand how the filters of being classified according to the various application, and then you will also be able to explain smoothing filter and sharpening filters. Okay, so in spatial filter it is again further classified into four different types of filters such as low pass, high pass, band pass and band reject filter. So low pass filter will be using in case to preserve low frequencies, whereas for the high pass is used to preserve high frequencies, and the band pass is used to preserve frequencies within a particular band that we are allocating, and the band reject filter is used to reject the frequencies within the particular band. Okay, so now we will see how we are defining the spatial filters. Okay, so what we will be doing is we will be operating by using two techniques, that is by considering the neighborhood pixels, or as well as we can go for choosing mask operation. Okay, so in mask operation what is the thing is we will be taking the pixels in case of 3 cross 3 neighborhood, or 6 8 cross 8 neighborhood, or whatever it can be, 5 cross of 5, or according to our convenience we can choose the number of pixels for the mask operation. So for example you can see that we are taking a matrix of 3 cross 3. Okay, so now how the operation takes place in spatial filtering is we will be considering all the pixel values surrounding the particular pixel z5. Okay, so that is z1, z2, z3, z6, z9, z8, z7 and z4. So we will be adding all those pixel values and we will be replacing it with the value of z5. Okay, so the z5 value is replaced by sum of all those neighboring pixel, and that is represented as z5 dash. Okay, so similarly we will be placing the masking technique over each subpixels, and we will be replacing the value to get an enhanced image as an output. So we are having two techniques, so that is we can go for choosing either linear methods or as well as non-linear methods. So in spatial filtering linear method is nothing but the output is a weighted sum of all the input pixel value. Similarly in non-linear case it will not satisfy the property that we already used in the linear property. So what we have to do here is, in order to calculate the value of z5 dash, we will be taking the maximum of zk values, that is the k value will be ranging from 1 to up to 9. So now we will be focusing on two different types of filters, that is smoothing filters as well as sharpening filters. So smoothing filter in the sense we will be using low pass filter for process, and sharpening filter in the sense we will be using high pass filter for process. So some types of common smoothing filters are averaging filters, Gaussian filters, median filters. Okay, so now let's see how the smoothing filters works and what is the use of this smoothing filters. So smoothing filter is used for reducing the noise as well as eliminating small details. Suppose if I have captured a particular image and if there is a noise present in that image, then I can go for removing and smoothing of the image by using this particular filter called as smoothing filter. So in this case the main important thing that has to be noted is all the elements that are present within that particular matrix should be a positive value, and similarly the sum of mask value after normalization process should be 1. Okay, so normalization in the sense we will be smoothing the image by applying any kind of filters, and after that we will be getting a normalized matrix, and the sum of all those mask elements will be equal to. So now let's see an example. So this is the input image, so it is not that much clear. So what we are doing is we are going for applying smoothing filter to this particular input image, and the output image of smoothened is obtained. So now we are taking another One example, so mask size determines the degree of smoothing, that is the loss of detail. Okay, so in first image, original image, you can see how clear it is, and after that we are considering 3 cross 3, and after that we are considering 5 cross 5, and after that 7 cross 7, and after that 15 cross 15, and finally 25 cross 25. Okay, so we are applying smoothing technique and when the number of pixels increases, you can see that the degree of smoothing, we are seeing that it is getting decreased. So this is another one example. As I said in earlier, you can see that image is getting blurred according to the average number of masking technique. Okay, so next one is sharpening filter. So in smoothing, the main thing is we are going for blurring of images. So in sharpening, we will be highlighting the fine details, so such as we can go for highlighting the edges or borders that are present in an image. Okay, so this elements, in that case, what is the condition is all those elements should be positive, but in case of sharpening filter, it can be either positive or negative. So in that case, the sum of mask element is 1, and here the mask element is 0. So you can clearly note it from the difference between both the sharpening and the smoothing filter, and it is also represented by graphical representation, that is first derivative of Gaussian and similarly second derivative of Gaussian. Okay, so now let's see the smoothing filter averaging unweighted. So unweighted in the sense we'll be having unequal distribution of mask elements all over. Okay, so we can go for we can clearly see in this example. Okay, so here is another example of sharpening filter. So sharpening filter is in the sense it will be resulting in some common negative values. Okay, that is we will be remapping them from 0 to 255 pixels. So you can see in the image, the input image is taken and then it is again sharpened to get better visualization. So comparing to the input image, it is very clear in the output sharpened image. So from this we can clearly identify that the edges, borders are highlighted by using this particular filter, sharpening. So this is another example. So in case of averaging versus Gaussian smoothing, so I already told you Gaussian smoothing is used for blurring of images. So in this case, input images somewhat better, so we are applying Gaussian filters and we are smoothing. So we are applying box average on each pixel and the output image is obtained as Gaussian. Okay, so next another one filter that is used in smoothing technique is median filter. So in median filter, it is nothing but similarly we will be replacing the center pixel value by all the neighborhood pixel value. Okay, so example, you can see that in the center pixel value is 99 in the input image. So now we are going to replace it to enhance the image. So what we are going to do, we will be adding all those neighborhood pixel and we will be replacing. It is clearly demonstrated by using the picture map. So next one is smoothing filters. So now we saw about smoothing filter, sharpening filters. Okay, so another one technique is median filter. So we are applying for non-linear. It is one of the most important topic. So in this case, it is very effective in applying salt and pepper noise, that is the random occurrence of black and white signal. So when you see to the example, the original image is taken for consideration, and after that the black and white noise, that is the salt and pepper noise, is taken. After that the averaging filter is done and the final output is obtained after applying the median filtering to it. Okay, so here are some the common sharpening filters. They are unsharpening masking, high boost filter, gradient first derivative and placing second derivative. So in sharpening filters, unsharp masking obtain sharp image by subtracting a low pass filter, that is the smoothened image from the original images subtracted to get the output image. So in the example, you can see that the high pass equal to original minus low pass. So original minus low pass is obtained to get after contrast enhancement. So this is another example. So first we are taking the input image and then again we are applying the sharpening filter. So in order to get an high contrast image, as a result you can see that we have obtained as high definition and high resolution image as an output. So this is one of the major role of using the sharpening filter in image. So this is the, I already told you we are using gradient function in sharpening filter. So this is the gradient function, that is grade of f is
dou f by dou x, and another term dou f by dou y along the x and y coordinates according to the pixel we are taking in the axis. So this is the gradient function. So gradient magnitude, it's nothing but why we are going for choosing this gradient magnitude is in order to collect the information about the edge strength, and another one is gradient direction. Why we are going for choosing this gradient direction is it is perpendicular to the direction of the edge. So similar, we are having some formulas for calculating the gradient function as well. For magnitude we are having a separate formula, and for gradient direction we are having separate formula. So for magnitude grade of f is equal to square root of dou f square by dou x plus dou f square by dou y, and to find the direction of a particular pixel we have to go for using gradient of f is equal to tan inverse of dou f by dou y by dou f by dou x. By using these two formula we can go for finding the pixel magnitude and direction. So this is the result, derivative result of Laplacian function. So we are taking an image and we are applying along the x-axis as well as the y-axis, and you know that the formula for calculating the direction as well as magnitude. So according to our need, if you want to find the direction you can go for applying direction formula, and for magnitude you can apply the magnitude formula and find the pixel.
So now it's your turn. You have to answer the quiz question based upon image distillation. That is how image enhancement is performed using spatial filtering. I hope you all had a very useful session. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you.